Cryptilians and crypto crackheads, today is post super bloody Bitcoin day, Thursday, May 20th, 2021, and you're about to get Timified. Hey, new viewers. This channel is home of the ribbons that you'll probably see across crypto YouTube and home of origin lines, which I need to zoom out to show you. So if you see these things on other channels, it started here, and this channel uses those to do two things specifically that other crypto YouTube channels are not doing. The first is my channel is geared towards new crypto investors specifically to help you enter trades very safely, and second, to teach you not to be a buyer and a prayer, because that is not a good strategy. It's okay not to be a buyer and a prayer, but rather be a profit pimp. If you like Cardano, you sell Cardano. Look at my library section below. It's a lot of information. You can watch it on ×2 speed. Cryptilians and crypto crackhead nation, crank it up to ×2 speed because you're about to get Timified. I thought I would change my intro a little bit, and I might keep it something similar like that. I'll probably shorten it a bit, but ribbons are really taking off in crypto. I thought the origin lines were going to take off more, faster, but it's the ribbons. I literally just saw two other YouTubers using them with like hundreds of thousands of subs, over 100,000 subs. But you know, they're useful. So, but they don't have the secret sauce that the Patreon community has. But anyway, so there's not much to look at in alts right now, right? So in general terms, Bitcoin dominance will be rising. It is rising. Over 1,000 computer simulations. If you held Bitcoin versus you picked 10 different altcoins in 1,000 simulations, Bitcoin would have the highest average over those, until the market is confident again, when altcoins really start screaming again. So right now, if you're holding a lot of alts, just think about that. It might be just time to chill out. I've given other information to my Patreon community in that regard. However, for free YouTube content viewers, which is awesome. I'm glad you're here. You make my channel better, and it's a lot of the viewers. But what you need to think about here is that you don't need to be expecting. If it's not obvious enough, don't expect obviously to get home runs and things to be breaking all-time highs and breakouts with your altcoins. Hopefully that part's obvious, but more specifically, that might be more helpful for you. I would not expect altcoins, especially anything under the top 20. Bitcoin down to what's number 20, like NEO or something, right? So the top 20 biggest market cap coins. Don't expect them to perform as well as the top 20 on average, or as well as Bitcoin. Right now you have HBAR performing better than anything, but you'll have those one-offs, but you can't guess which ones. You can't ever. So over 1,000 simulations, the average. So Bitcoin. So don't expect your altcoins to be performing super nicely until Bitcoin is over 60K. And sometimes it's nice in terms of, you're dealing with money and crypto, as long as you set your expectations accordingly, which sometimes the correct way to set them is to remove all expectations. Therefore, if you lose half of your money, you're not necessarily disappointed because you didn't have expectations that you weren't going to lose half your money, right? You just say, wow, that escalated quickly, or that descended quickly, right? But in total regard, I am confident that it's going to be fine. And if you hold a bunch of small alts, I have a personal opinion, not financial advice, your money's going to pop right back, and it's going to be glorious sooner than later. And honestly, I think a lot of you have heard my saying, gotta get down, get up. Always with that P, up, right? You got to say it like that. I think this literally can make Bitcoin go higher faster. I am not joking. Could. And I've been saying Bitcoin's moving like an altcoin, and that it is true. Statistically, way more likely than not. For altcoins, that when it goes down hard like that, it goes up hard too. Unless it's following a Bitcoin crash, then it won't. But if they independently go down hard, that allows them to pop up faster. It's just true for some weird reason. And if they don't do that, then they go sideways longer, right? So anyway, right now, don't expect altcoins to perform super nicely. Also, one more thing to expect, YouTube community, free content, folks, which I spent years being free. I literally didn't know Patreon. I didn't know what Patreon was. So I didn't know this stuff existed, what I'm doing now. My viewers sucked me into it. But I might not be able to give as much YouTube content. I'm probably going to do it 3 videos a week for YouTube. I need to focus my time on my Patreon community, making them exclusive content for now until Bitcoin's glorious again. Then I can, but right now, they're paying customers, so I have to put my attention towards them. Okay. Yeah. So I won't do a video on Friday probably, or over the weekend. So it's probably the last video, for YouTube, in the week. So anyway, what is going on with Bitcoin? Well, nothing's different. However, here's what to look out for. 4 hour. So you might want to use the 4 hour normal EMAs. And if you don't know what EMAs is, new viewers who lost a lot of money recently, because if you're a new viewer, you're probably buying Theta Fuel at the top and Harmony One. Even though Harmony One's performing okay right now, but still, you probably bought it at the top, right? So you're probably down pretty nasty here. And you don't know how to set up your chart, you can look in my description section. But anyway, pretty much what's going on here. You would want to look at the 4 hour, have your EMAs up, basic EMAs, and just know that as long as Bitcoin is both either below the 21 EMA on the 4 hour and has not gone above it and reconfirmed it and tested it and then starts heading up, until that situation happens, don't expect your money to pop up too nicely here until that happens. So what would be, what could happen if that doesn't happen? Well, you technically could make a lower low. I don't think that's probable. This was, by almost all parameters, capitulation in terms of volume, in terms of the leverage. So some of the indicators for for folks who use leverage, which I strongly suggest you don't, because you're going to lose all your money. If you're new to this, you will lose your money. Well, if you don't put all your money into it, then you won't lose all the money, but the money you put into it, you're going to lose it at one point. So I strongly suggest against that. But the leverage sites, a lot of the things called funding rates and things to that effect, they're indicating that this was a bottom. Okay. And I do not provide those types of indicator details on my channel. I get a lot of that information from watching other traders with their styles that are more heavily with indicators. So I didn't get that information from myself. And that's why it's always good to supplement, you're viewing me and my style with other folks who do use more indicators. So, because my style is more being intimate with price. That's why I was the first person on crypto to let y'all know something isn't right. This isn't natural. I was doing it when everybody was bullish because I could feel it. I didn't even know what Wyckoff pattern is because I don't have a traditional trading background, but I felt it. I felt it. I knew it was wrong. And the only way I could tell it was wrong was from the 2 week RSI. I knew that this was impossible. I knew that that's not possible. That is fabric. So anyway, but I could feel it. I could feel it. That's why I went hunting for, where can I see it? I need to confirm my feeling, right? So I don't use a lot of indicators on this channel. Anyway, but what I just said in terms of how do we know this is a bottom, a lot of channels that use more indicators, it's pretty conclusive that it's very unlikely that we make a lower low. However, what could be worst case until what I just described, until this happens, what could be happening? It could be that this was not the higher low. And this wasn't a higher low. This was all part of a rebound, and this is just the wiggle stuff. This is the higher low down at 33 or 34,000. Or maybe not that low. Maybe at 33, 34,000. Because a lot of times a higher low makes a diagonal about a 45-degree angle. It loves to do that. Even on crackhead timeframes, 5 minute and stuff, you see that type of pattern. Just like bouncy. So, you need to be, so your expectations as of now should be, expect yourself to be defensive for now. Because right now, I mean, shit's still hanging from a cliff. Now, are we as high up on the cliff? No, we're not. But, meaning specifically, it's highly unlikely that Bitcoin drops below 30K. But it might mean if you still have Tether and or you decided to take profits when your small alts were recovering, you might seek some better on sale items than what things are right now, is essentially what I'm saying. There might be better deals down here, like tonight or tomorrow or, you know, on Saturday or Sunday. A lot of times you have bloody Sundays. Like in 2017, most of the red crap happened on Sundays. This year has been totally different. A lot of the weekends got hot because the market was just straight up. It was like, but sometimes the weekends were hotter than the weekdays, which is really strange compared to 2017. And I said that on my channel once. I said, yeah, probably going to be a boring weekend. I was totally wrong. And then I said again, I think that was a fluke. Like, expect things to be chill, and it was hot again. So yeah, I got that wrong. Like this bull run's been more like 2013. So that's pretty much all you need to be looking out for. I would suggest, in terms of your expectations, what you're doing in crypto, whatever your plans are, looking at the 4-hour chart, just with the, you know, normal EMAs, and I show you how to set up my chart. Normal EMAs 10, 21, 55, 89, 200. And maybe only click like the 10. You know, you can remove a lot. Yeah, just look at those. And remember, it's not just gets above. That doesn't mean shit, right? Because it already did that. It didn't close any candles. I mean, gets above, looks confident, comes back to retrace, and touches it after it gets lifted above it, right? Touches it, and then starts it. That is when you could say, okay, all right, now we might be cooking, right? But until then, I mean, like, we are in shopping mode still. This is still shopping mode if you have Tether. You're about to get another damn sale with a fairly good likelihood. Now, is there an in-between scenario where neither what I just drew happens or a higher low happens? Absolutely. It could just reconfirm this higher low. Like, we already did have a higher low and we reconfirm it. But that still means you have a better, like a sale coming up. Or, and that happens a lot. Look, literally, it just happened. Watch. Right there. See that? And that was just on April 23rd and 4th. See? It did a horseshoe double, like a double local bottom. For that local bottom, it doubled it. And that might be what happens here. And the reason that happens is, you know, price might want to determine, you know, hey, is this really, you know, is this actually support now? And it's going to come back, check it. Okay, yep, it is support. All right, so, and then what happens is sellers stop, a large portion of sellers stop being sellers. They might not turn to buyers immediately, but they turn to sideliners. And that's what would make price go up, right? So that could, filling this out, testing this support where all these candle closings were, that would be good. But your altcoins will drop another 10, 15% if that happens. All right? And the ones that haven't recovered with this bounce, as well as Bitcoin and Ethereum and a lot of coins, if your coin hasn't recovered from it, it's probably going to go lower if this happens. It's not just going to sit there. I mean, it could, but it's probably not. So you need to be thinking about these things, and that's why I'm giving you this video about simple steps, you know, to be kind of protective with your money here. Just 4-hour. If this doesn't make sense, watch my charting video in the description section. And these are pretty much all the scenarios that are like the 4 most probable. All right. Can we add some what ifs? Yeah. Lower low is a what if. And we scream up to 60, you know, scream up to 51K. Like within hours. Those are 2 what ifs. Like fast down, fast up. But other than that, I covered pretty much all scenarios that are kind of, you know, non-aggressively up. Also, or sideways, and non-aggressive down. So, essentially, in basic terms, either this, or that. Something like that, okay? But I more specifically did the shapes earlier. and that's it. So I won't do any more videos this week. Free video, or I don't want to say free, but whatever. YouTube videos. I got to concentrate on my patrons, and yeah, I got a lot of patrons, so I gotta buckle up my pants, pull up my big boy pants, and take I need to take care of business. So we will probably see you YouTube Cryptillion Crypto Crackheads on Monday. If you're a new viewer, you liked what you saw, and you happen to subscribe, try to remember to hit the thumbs up, but also let me know your crypto pronoun, Cryptillion or Crypto Crackhead. They are gender neutral and gender fluid. So see you next time. Y'all just got Timified.